What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Christian Kuntz Podcast. I'm here with my boys Trey and Jesse. We got Swing Behind the Boards, and we are joined by a very special guest, the Columbus Gold Dick, Jack Sawyer. Let's give it up.
Thanks for having me on, brother. You knew I should have. I knew it was coming.
What a name.
I knew it was coming.
I mean, Coach T called it. I can't take credit for giving that nickname. Coach T called him that. It was
one more time.
The Columbus Gold Dick.
Where are we getting that from?
Well, he's a legend in Columbus. He could go back to Columbus. He's treated like gold. He's on first game of the year, Ohio State versus Texas. We're all watching this big football game. This guy's on TV nonstop. This guy's on TV being shown every second. I'm like, fuck, I see this guy every day. I got to see him on TV now. I'm trying to watch a football game. He's the Columbus Gold Dick. He could do whatever he wants in Columbus.
That's a cool name.
It's a cool name. Yeah.
I think everybody would love that name.
Tatted? You had that tatted like across your stomach?
Yeah, I got it right here. No, I don't. Christian loves it too. As soon as Tomlin said it, he's looking at me every meeting. Every time I see Christian out.
Oh, I love
What's up, Columbus Gold Dick?
Yeah. It's a great name. It's a great name, and I mean for Ohio State, historic college program.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big time name. I'm not gonna lie. So not to boost your ego anymore. You're from Ohio. You're an Ohio State guy. You already got national championship. He's already riding high. Yeah. These guys come in
on his high
horse. Riding high. But I want to talk about you growing up, Pickerington, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
So you're born and bred Ohio. Was it always Ohio State? I know your first offer was Michigan. We talked about that.
Yeah, it was always Ohio State for me.
No matter what.
I think, honestly, at first my parents, they wanted me to – my dad was really big on trying to get me to go see other places, not feel the pressure to have to go to Ohio State. And then, once Coach Day got the job – because I got recruited by Urban at first when I was a freshman in high school. Wow. And then once I got to meet Coach Day and get to work out with Coach Johnson, it's 15 minutes away. It's the Ohio State. That's from my house in Pickerington where I grew up to campus was 20 minutes.
Wow.
And it just made too much sense. And, for me, I was chomping at the bit to commit. I committed to Coach Day. I was playing Xbox with my buddies one night, and it was right after I took a visit. And I called him, and we're talking. I haven't told my parents anything. And I'm like, hey, I'm coming. The phone was dead for like 20 seconds. I was like, Coach Day, you there? He's like, you serious? And I was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm committing. He's like, you tell your parents?
No.
I was like, hell no, I haven't told them yet. He's like, all right, call us back in the morning. Tell your parents I'm eating breakfast the next morning. I'm sitting with my dad, my mom. It was Super Bowl Sunday. Eating breakfast. I'm like, hey, Dad, I got to tell you something. He's like, oh, what the fuck you do? You get dry. You get in trouble. Fuck you do this time.
Immediately.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, chill. It's not nothing like that. And I was like, I told Coach Day I'm committing. He was like, what? And then had to call the coaches, made it official, and it was all
crazy
there. Yeah.
Are your parents like big Ohio State fans? Everyone in your family grew up there.
Yeah.
Everybody, so it's like a whole family matter. Because I know Ohio State fans are crazy, bro.
Sure.
Like they bleed Ohio State.
Yeah, it's
like
the thing.
Yeah, they don't have a pro team close to Columbus, I guess.
No.
Cleveland,
Cincy. I mean, about even.
Yeah.
Are they real franchises? No, I'm kidding. I said it. I said it. No, but for real. Yeah.
That was a good one.
We were all thinking it. I know.
Yeah.
I had to save y'all.
I didn't say shit.
That was not them. That was me, Jesse Woods.
Said it. You're going to lose fold.
Yeah.
What was you doing so often that your dad was like, what the hell did you do?
No, I don't know. I just think he thought me and my friends were doing something. I have no idea,
You ain't trying to put yourself in the trouble.
Yeah. But, it was funny, though. And then my mom got back, and, we called the coaches and, Coach Day and them, obviously. And,
loved it.
And then from there on, I was committed to sophomore in high school.
I was going to say, I was doing a little bit of homework. You didn't play your senior year of high school. Not because of any injury or anything. You just decided to sit out.
I was coming back from my MCL a year before, and then they kept talking about pushing the season back. And I'm trying to get ready to early enroll to Ohio State. And that's when they were talking about maybe pushing the college season back to the spring. So I'm hearing all this different stuff. And then, unfortunately, I ended up not playing, which sucked because I wanted to play.
Unfortunately, but at the same time, like you were playing quarterback, weren't you?
I was. I wasn't going to play my senior year.
No, you just didn't play defense.
Off limits. Yeah,
I was going to say you're probably going to take. Like thinking back on, I look back on years and I'm like, well, yeah, when I tore my knee and I sat out in college, I'm like, that was one year where I got to kind of grow and not take a beating on my body.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it kind of saved you. So in a sense, but I guess if you weren't playing quarterback, you wouldn't have taken you would have been handing out the beatings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just like you did this weekend. You got your first career NFL sack.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Congratulations on tying. Congratulations on tying me.
Appreciate it. This guy, he loved that I didn't get a sack in the preseason.
He was killing me.
He loved it. He was killing me every day. Everyone was killing me too. Everybody on the team. Nick Herbig, TJ, Alex, talking about how this guy's got more preseason sacks than I do. So, yeah, it felt good. It was awesome, man. It was electric.
Yeah, you got home. I mean,
cool.
I know I saw in a little thing from the media, you gave TJ some credit.
I had to.
Yeah.
4 dudes went to him. They left me untouched.
Yeah.
Easiest sack I've had in my life. TJ had 4 dudes on him.
Did you do any celebrate? I feel like you didn't know what to do. You didn't really celebrate. You kind of just like turned and you were like.
It all happened so fast, I couldn't believe it. And I was worried I was going to get a hands to the face, too. Because when I came down, he ducked, and my hand went. It was high, hit him in the chest, but I thought they were going to call me the hands in the face.
That shit kind of pisses me off, though. Like, if the quarterback ducks and you accidentally hit him, like, if you're coming in low and you accidentally hit his face, 15
yards.
Touchy, dude.
Yeah.
It's real touchy now.
And I just saw a thing because there's like 4 starting quarterbacks that are already hurt going into week 3 that are out. Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, 2 others.
J.J. McCarthy. Hurt his ankle.
Yeah. And I said Burrow. And one other. But regardless, they were saying, like, is there a problem in the NFL with keeping the quarterback clean?
How much?
I don't know how much more you can protect them.
Paint.
You know, I get it. Like they make the most money and they put the points on the board. It's exciting for fans, but I mean, what else can you do to protect them?
It's gonna be like practice. You guys like just touch them and everybody like I did all the play.
I can honestly see it coming to a point where like you have to like wrap up the quarterback and you're not able to bring him down because that's the NFL's money.
You can't land on them anymore. You already can't land on them.
Which
is crazy, dude. You got to hit a guy and then think about not landing on him after you're trying to ball search, after you're trying to work a move and rush. It's kind of fucking nuts.
That is
insane. It's insane. Isn't a tackle always going to result in some form of landing on somebody to an extent?
Oh, yeah.
I guess, you could take the shoulder and take him down, but like...
You know how hard that is to do? Like,
right. Yeah. In the moment.
You're thinking about getting the dude on the ground, especially with some of the... Especially how good some of these quarterbacks are, too, how mobile they are.
Yeah.
The last thing you're thinking about is how am I going to land on him? It's getting my hands on this guy and being able to get him down.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially guys like Lamar Jackson. Like, what am I supposed to do with? I grab him, he spins, moves, stiff arms me, and everything in between. And I'm supposed to figure out how I'm going to take him down at the same time. Bro, I'm just trying to get the tackle gang.
How do they coach that up? Like, I would imagine that's because I think it would scare or screw up some sack opportunities. So, is the way the NFL is coaching this for you guys? Are they saying like, hey, take this guy out if you try not to land on him, but if you do, you do? Like, how do they coach you on that?
Dude, I think I'll answer for you. I feel like it's more of like these guys got to be trained to like go after the ball only.
Yeah.
Like that's the safest bet for them to tackle the football. Right?
Essentially, like
you can't hit him.
Can't hit him really. I mean,
you can't hit him.
But see, you said tackle the football, and I put money on it. There's going to be another problem because then somebody's throwing arm, right, which is the most important thing in football.
Take it back.
Dislocate something like that, right? Then they're going to be like, you know what, just tackle. You know what I mean? And at this point, I'm trying to tell you, bro, like if it gets to that point, the ratings are already doing this a lot because of people who are real football people, you know what I'm saying, out there that grew up in the old school smack heads, right? Like they already have their certain feelings towards it, right?
Oh, they hate us.
They hate it.
Everybody that played in the 70s, 80s, 90s, in the early 2000s, they hate football players now.
Yeah. And talk about it, though, because that's a real thing.
I think the only rule that I actually agree with is like the blind side on receivers.
Yeah.
That's a rule I get. Head hunting receivers looking for a ball.
Of course.
I get that. But like taking dudes down, the hip drop tackle is dangerous, yes. But at the same time, if they're going to get a first down or a touchdown that could win the game, and the only way like you can get them down is you're going to get them down. And I don't know. It's confusing.
So what I get confused about is I feel like I see the hip drop tackle a couple times every game.
Of course.
They don't call it.
Yeah, when a back's going to stiff arm, slap his arm down, and then they're on him, and they use the weight to pull him down.
Yep.
Yeah. Never called.
Yeah.
I don't understand then I really don't know what the rule is on that. Like,
right. And it's kind of lame anyway because, like, what else were you supposed to do? You can't launch your body anymore. And that's kind of on how, like, the hip drop tackle kind of started to come in a little bit.
Yeah, right.
These guys
I agree with
running full speed and throwing their bodies anymore. And to be honest with you, I think that was a lot safer, them throwing their bodies completely and just bouncing off each other than it is to do the hip drop tackle.
Right.
But I don't know, bro. I just see it just getting softer and softer and softer.
See, when we're older, we're gonna look back and we're gonna hate the current football players. We're gonna be like, oh, they're soft.
Yeah,
we are just kind of how we look back on, like me and you look back on college's NIL, and we're like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I would have got paid at Duquesne.
Yeah.
A bit different. Mean Joe Green we were smoking cigarettes at halftime. That's a different breed of human. I don't know.
Yeah.
But smoke a cigar and drink some whiskey before they get back in the game.
That's real man right there.
That's real Pittsburgh. Yeah.
That's
That's a man's man. Yeah.
I wanna talk to you about, you played at Ohio State, the highest level, national championship. That's the closest to professional football that you're gonna get. What's the difference in speed, size, the game itself that you've experienced through 2 games now? Difference at Ohio State when you're playing Michigan or playing am I allowed to say Michigan? Sorry, sorry that the curtains are blue.
No, you couldn't say it. Yeah, you set me up in here today, didn't you?
I did. But no, talk about the difference in the speed, size, the tackles, technique, everything.
Yeah, I think that the biggest difference that all of us rookies have been talking about really isn't the size so much. I feel like just how the technique that guys play with.
Yeah.
And like the precision of which they do stuff. And obviously, everyone's big and everyone's the fastest of the group. So really, just like the technique and the way that they execute. Like if you're a step late or you take a bad step, forget about it. In college, you might be able to take a bad step or, read the key wrong at first and have enough athletic ability to get back out by the time, the quarterback hands it off or gets his play fake. But in the NFL, it's all happening like this.
Yeah.
Because, the speed and the precision of which these guys do their jobs is unreal.
And then talk about, obviously, the difference in special teams.
Yeah.
Like, he's on special teams, obviously. Rookie, got to play teams.
Yeah.
We talked to Peyton last year. When Peyton came in, remember Peyton was getting it from Danny Smith?
Yeah.
Peyton was like, yeah.
Uncle Danny.
This is right here is getting it.
Yeah, I'm the Peyton Wilson of this year, they said.
Everybody, one rookie's got to get it. He picks a rookie every year that he's just going to – it's usually a rookie that he knows like he's going to contribute a lot and play, and he's getting that treatment
It's a good sign.
It's a very good sign.
It's a good sign. It's a sign. I love Coach Smith.
He's the best.
I love Danny. He's the best.
So
he will motherfuck you like no one else. So, but I got growing. It's like
it's awesome.
But growing up and what I'm used to, like coaches being like, is like that's what I'm used to.
Right.
I'm used to my dad on my ass about every little thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but at the same time, I think Christian will say is like Danny's the first dude to have your back too,
100%,
and be on your side and listen and be there for you.
Yeah. He'll be the first one to go to bat for you because he knows what he's getting, but he'll also be the first guy to rip your ass.
Yeah.
Well, it should be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's good coaching. That's like old school good coaching that I feel like we grew up on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Did you was your dad one of your coaches growing up?
Yeah, he coached me he coached me all the way up until once I got to high school. He was a junior high coach for years before I even got to junior high.
So he was extra hard on you.
Yeah, he was always extra hard on me.
You have brothers, sisters?
Older sister.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Yep.
She played
basketball and volleyball.
She was whooping your ass. I already
whooping my ass.
Yeah.
And she was big. Like, my sister's 5'10".
Yeah.
So she was bigger than me my majority of my life until like in 6th grade, I was telling this guy, we always used to play basketball in the driveway. My mom was a McDonald's All-American basketball player. Played overseas professional for a couple of years. She's 6'1", so I never won. And as soon as I got some height to me and could win, no one wanted to come out on the driveway anymore and play me anymore.
Yeah.
Started got bust up, yeah.
What level was Pickerington High? Was that a 4A, 3A?
Well, at Ohio it goes, the biggest is Division I.
D1.
It goes D1, D2, D3.
Were they
We were D1.
D1?
Yep.
So you played schools like St. Edwards, maybe? No, they're
I
Cleveland.
never played them, but yeah, they actually just played Ignatius.
They're loaded every year.
They were loaded.
Duquesne used to get a couple. We had one of my good friends, Sam Martello, St. Edwards, hell of a player. His team senior year from St. Edwards, they had like 9 guys Division I.
Oh, it's crazy.
West Virginia, Ohio State. I mean, they were loaded. Yeah, they were loaded.
2 years ago, they had 15 guys in one class.
Yeah, dude, they're
go like Power 5. Which is insane.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean for a school in Ohio.
Yeah,
Ohio's a top 5 football state, but impressive.
I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Everyone thinks that's a hot take. I think that's
because
I think that's a fair statement.
I got into it with somebody who wasn't on the team. I got into maybe it might have been Mark Robb about Georgia high school football, Florida, Texas. people argue California, Louisiana, Ohio, PA. Those are like the 7, I feel like.
Yeah.
I would say so, yeah.
I think those are the 7.
Yeah, New Jersey might be coming around the corner.
Jersey's got some good football,
coming around
too.
the corner.
Jersey's got some good football.
Coming around the corner.
I think it's California, Texas, Florida, Georgia, and then Ohio, in my opinion. Louisiana, Alabama, you put them up there.
I wish we could pull the Big 33 stats up right now. When PA used to play Ohio, that was the best when PA would play Ohio.
Yeah.
Now we play Maryland.
We dog the shit out of Maryland every year.
You guys they still have that?
Yeah, they play there. They play Maryland now.
Oh, that's cool.
Ohio got scared, I heard.
Never.
He said never.
Never.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the culture of like sports in Ohio. I feel like there's a lot of sleepers, and I don't think it gets talked about a ton. Like, what is like the, football scope like? I know you play basketball as well. If you want to talk about that, like, what's sports like in Ohio?
Yeah, I think growing up in Ohio, and especially like the Columbus area, and then even the Pickerington area, like where I grew up, my hometown. We have like 7 dudes in the NFL right now. We have like 4 in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really it's a sports, like, it's funny. It's like a little suburb of Columbus, east of Columbus, and it's just like a sports mecca. You know what I mean? There's guys every year going Power 5, dudes getting drafted. I mean, Ty Hamilton, who was my 3-tech at Ohio State this past year, I grew up with him. His older brother, Devon, who plays for the Jaguars on a second deal.
Wow.
Jay Sean Tate in the NBA. I mean, it's just Ohio's got it's like a hotbed of athletics for some reason.
Yeah,
for whatever reason. We always just think it's just because at Ohio State we call it Ohio tough. We grow up tough in Ohio, and guys are just hard nosed and play sports. That's all we care about.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can't talk shit on Ohio State.
There's nothing you can say.
There's nothing I could say. Jesse's even wearing red today with scarlet.
I like it.
Yeah. I
You did that
I don't know
on purpose?
No.
With all the blue in here, this guy, I thought he was going to walk out.
I go crazy.
You're right.
He can't even say Michigan. He won't even say Michigan.
It's a team up north.
The team on the
It's instilled in your brain, man. You can't say it.
Let's talk about that rivalry.
It's a tough word.
A little bit, yeah. It was a tough word. Straight? Yeah. Rivalry has been a tough word for me. I still can't say it. I say it like I'm in 3rd grade. Talk about that. Like, what does that game mean to the whole state of Ohio? I mean, that game's the best college football game every year.
Yeah.
What's it like being a part of that? I know you have a shitty record against them, unfortunately, but at the end of the day, you won a national championship. And it didn't matter last year. But what's that rivalry? God damn it!
Rivalry.
Yeah, thanks. What's that matchup like?
It's crazy, man. Like, it is. Anything you hear, like what you expect it to be, it's times 100 once you're a part of it. But it's awesome. Like, I think that's what sports is all about.
Yeah.
They hate us, we hate them.
Yeah,
if you're from that state, you hate people from Ohio. If you're from Ohio, you hate people from that state.
Love it.
But I mean, it's awesome, man. Like, as soon as we finish the game the week before, like the second that clock ends, people are on campus crossing out M's. And so it's a fun thing that people get together and you build up for it, and it's awesome. And playing in that game is like the most intense week building up to it. Practices, meetings.
You got in a couple scuffles pregame, couple scuffles postgame.
Proud of you, by the way.
I mean, you had to stand on business a little bit. They put in the flag. They put in a flag in the middle of the. Yeah, they had to.
We didn't do any of that when we won 8 straight years. I mean. You know what I mean? You guys win a couple games and start acting crazy. I just wasn't going to let. I mean, and we talked about it too, because when we lost our sophomore year, because they had our number when I was in school there. They did it then, and our class, like, hey, if we're ever in this position again, we're not letting that shit happen. Yeah. That shit is not happening on our watch.
I kind of like that. You can't allow that to happen. I mean, that's kind of like the Pitt West Virginia rivalry.
Can we not talk about this right now?
I mean, we have to, because it's current event. Duquesne had a tough slate this week as well as past week. Number 10th ranked Lehigh on the Bluff. We came up short. Pitt.
Bro, we just couldn't figure it out. I don't know what the hell happened.
They were up 14 with 7 minutes left, 8 minutes left.
It's like, it happens every year, bro. I swear to you, the injury bug just gets every team to a degree. You just hope that it doesn't get your main players. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You pray and you pray and you pray, right? And I'm not giving no discredit to West Virginia, because I love Rodney Gallagher. That's my little brother. I would give a lot of credit to him, but
he played well.
He played well. He played very well, bro.
Yeah.
But, like, ultimately, bro, you see stuff like that, you're like, damn, like, what if, right? Like, because I guarantee there's times you had some injuries here and there, right? Like in your career. So it's like, I guarantee there's a couple of teammates that you have are like, damn, what if we had, you know what I mean? So it happens.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like the biggest thing that separates, like, you know, maybe a program like Pitt or like some of those teams to, like, you know, a Texas or an Ohio State. It's just the depth. You know what I mean? Like,
them backups.
You know, those schools, if they get a guy that's super talented and he goes down, unfortunately, you know, it's like, shit.
What can you do?
You know what I mean? At Ohio State, you know, we might have a receiver go down, but the next one up is
a 5-star.
Right. Like we and Will were just talking about Emeka. He's tearing the league up.
I was just about to say.
Like, he's nothing.
Was he number 2?
Yeah. He's one of the best dudes you ever meet too. But like he was, I mean, he was overshadowed with Marv there, and
and
then JJ last year, and he was a first-round pick. He's one of the best players ever play in college football.
Mm-hmm. I really want to ask you this question because, like, I fell in love with Ohio State last year personally, and I really wanted to talk about this because it's so important. You guys came together in faith. Something serious, like low key, probably changed. And I don't think a lot of people talk about this. You guys low key changed the way people were viewing sports, right? And because of Christianity and faith is getting so far left these days where people are unsure to talk about it, you guys made it cool again to talk about.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, right, you go and win a national championship against a Catholic school as Notre Dame, right? Like, to me, I was like, yo, talk about spiritual. Right? Like, talk about that opportunity because, yes, you have an all-star freshman, but I feel like people take for granted what you guys did spiritually to get to where you were because you could have quit after going 10-2. Like a lot of teams who are undefeated or in that realm or even nationally known teams, they do a lot of this at the end when they go 10-2. But you guys didn't just go there. You were like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
We just kept it pushing.
And we like really the biggest thing is, man, we just were trusting that we knew God had a plan for us. You know, like after you lose that game to the team up north for the 4th straight year, it could have been easy just to say, all right, let's swipe the slate. This year's done. Let's go lay an egg in the playoffs.
Right.
But, you know, we had a team meeting, and it started off heated. It lasted like 3 hours. Guys challenged each other. Guys, some dudes in tears. Some guys were ready to fight. You know, I've talked about it a few times on other things. But then after that, you know, once we kind of like got it all back settled, like we had a team. We ended up in a team prayer, man. We all went out there and we just put our best foot forward, moving forward. And without our faith and the stuff that we had, you know, bonding together, you know, through our walk with, you know, Jesus Christ, man, we would have never been able to do it.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
it chills a little bit. Was that a player driven meeting?
Yeah, it was all the players, and Coach Day kicked out all the coaches, and he sat up there too.
Wow.
And he wanted people to ask him questions, challenge him, and they did. Some did.
Because you guys lost to Oregon early, and then you lost to Michigan. Did you think you were getting into the college football playoff?
Yeah, we knew we were going to get in because I think when we lost
someone else lost, right?
Someone else lost, and plus we were 2-loss team. Oregon was running through everybody. They were undefeated. We lost by 1 at their place.
At their place, I remember that game.
And you know, obviously the rivalry games are toss-ups no matter what the records show. Doesn't matter ever. So we knew we were going to get in. Yeah. We didn't know if we were going to have to go on the road or we were going to play at home.
Wow.
Which playing at home and getting the last shot of redemption, you know, playing at your home state in the shoe was kind of like another little jump start we needed.
Well, I got to bring this up now that we're talking about the shoe. You know, I had a visit to Ohio State.
Yeah, did you?
I mean,
you put the pads on too. You put the scarlet and gray.
I can't say that, but I did have a lanyard that said my name. Oh, it wasn't my visit. It was Wayne Capers, my teammate's visit. But I went with him.
There.
I had a lanyard. I was on the side.
Got it still. Yeah.
In the room prior. TP. Shout out to Whippeal Jeanette.
Yeah.
TP played against Miami at the shoe. That was my first and only game. Well, I did actually go back to a game at Ohio State, but I didn't make it into the stadium. I just stayed at the bar. Saquon, it was Ohio State versus Penn State.
Damn, that was a good one, too.
I know. I stayed at the bar. Saquon freaking returned the opening kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, opening kick.
They were beating us by like 20 all game.
Then he came back.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really remember. It's all right.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah. But I did do a visit to the shoe, and the shoe's crazy. 100,000.
Oh, it's crazy.
100,000 people.
100,000. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, the shoe's so big.
Their band, dude. Your band's crazy.
Band's awesome.
The band's unbelievable, dude. It fills up a whole, like, back.
And those guys get more juice than we do on game day.
Yeah.
Like, when we do our quick cows in the end zone before we run in, before we come out.
They're nuts.
And they're right there by us. They're pushing us, shoving us, dapping us up. Give one of these guys a helmet. They might go out there and do something.
The fan is would the shoe be What game of yours in college was like your most favorite? I'm sure you played at Penn State.
Yeah.
Everyone goes like Penn State's crazy.
Penn State's crazy. We never had a whiteout though. We wanted to play in a whiteout so bad, but we kept getting big noon kickoffs.
They knew better.
And Franklin kept putting it at noon, or whoever did, but
Franklin probably.
well, I don't know, but it could have been. I'm not sure. We were trying to get night game. We wanted a night game, but my favorite game is probably the Tennessee game.
Tennessee, were you last year?
That was the first playoff game, the home game.
Oh yeah,
The place was rocking.
You guys crushed them,
And they had like 30,000 fans in there, and it was still the loudest I've ever heard the shoe for us. It was like an 8 o'clock kick.
I think after that game, you guys beat the brakes off it.
Yeah.
We were all like, Ohio State's winning the national championship.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
What's funny is like leading up to it, everyone's like, Fire Day. We suck. The season's over.
I remember that.
This team's terrible.
I talked to you about this before. Weren't you saying like, or it might have been Will I was talking about, after you guys lost to Michigan, like people, like donors were saying, we're not funding the program anymore. Like they were like giving up on Ohio State.
Like it was crazy, dude. Like you lose. So there's and I love Ohio State fans. They're great, but there's some that are crazy when it comes, like they would literally rather lose every game and just beat them at the end of the year instead of winning a national championship. Like they would take a win over them
as opposed
to winning a national. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's insanity.
Absolutely absurd. Why is the hate so crazy? That's what I want to know.
It's that
Long
matchup.
tradition.
It's the tradition?
Yeah, it's a long tradition. We had a fight. You don't know why it originally started?
No.
Over a fight over land in Ohio, which we ended up getting. I think it was something. It was something to do with like one of the cities. I'm pretty sure it might have been Toledo or something. That's up there, right on the border. It was like they were trying to like zone it. They didn't know where to zone it in which state, and there's a big thing about it. And I think, it's in Ohio. I think that was the first. I think that was the first thing.
Wow.
And then obviously you had the Woody and the Bo Schembech for years, and they were actually good friends off the field. But Woody, and I heard it's a true story. Like with the bus, like it needed gas or something leaving Michigan.
They didn't give it.
They wouldn't. He would not stop at a gas station in Michigan and give a dime to a gas station in Michigan. He said he'd rather push it all the way back to Columbus and stop at a gas station there and fill it up.
I kind of love that.
But you gotta love that. That's sports.
Yeah, like that is sports. I feel like Ohio State fans and like Yinzers are kind of similar in a sense of like how passionate they are about their team.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Oh, 100%.
You probably saw it in training camp. Like, what did you think of your first training camp in Latrobe? Like 15, 20,000 people there every day. A random Wednesday in a summer, there's 20,000 people there.
And it's awesome, man. I mean, it just shows you that, how big our fan base, how supportive they are too, like and plus, like, imagine how cool it is to be a kid growing up, being able to go to Latrobe and see, Aaron Rodgers and those guys. Like, it's an awesome thing, man. It was crazy. I didn't really expect it to be every day to be that. Like, the first day they were there was like a Friday, and I figured the first day would be nuts. But then every day after that, it didn't matter if it was raining, if it was thunderstorming. We had it didn't matter. There were 10,000 plus there every day.
People don't take in consideration on how crazy Steeler fans are.
Yeah.
Nothing against Ohio State. Ohio State's amazing. But you got West Virginia fans, Pitt fans, and Penn State fans all cheering for the same team. Yep.
Yeah.
Think of that, how crazy.
You're right.
Same team. I'll tell you what's funny, though, is in Columbus, like, it's split, like, 33% each way, Cleveland, Cincy, and Pitt. Like, there's a bunch. Like,
Steelers over there?
My best friend growing up and his family were the biggest Steelers fans ever.
Yeah.
And like I probably know just as many Steelers fans than I know Browns and Bengals fans.
That makes sense. That we championships. So
How far is Cincy from Columbus?
Like an hour and a half.
In Cleveland?
Cleveland's like 2.5.
Yeah.
So it's the Steelers.
Pittsburgh 3, I guess. Yeah, I guess an even split. That is crazy, though. Pitt, Penn State, West Virginia all cheer for the Steelers.
And think about how crazy.
And they fucking hate each other. Those two programs hate each other.
The only time they come together is their baseball Sunday.
Yep.
Cheer for us.
Every single year, me and Trey got to watch the backyard brawl happen just for us all to go. See you tomorrow, dog.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I wanted to ask you, though, bro, your best friend's Will Howard. You know what I'm saying? And I watched a game from Oregon where he, in my opinion, I want to see what you guys think, where he flipped, right? Like, where he was a good quarterback, where he really hit that upper echelon after he took that loss, in my opinion.
Yep.
What was it like for you watching him make that flip, especially during the time period where you said the fans were saying, yeah, fire the staff?
He's breaking.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing about Will, man, like what I think Will's best attribute is like his mental toughness. Like he's always in a good mood. He's always, having fun. But man, when it's time to get serious, like he locks in, you know what I mean? Like he's got this thing about him where he's able to compartmentalize, between having fun, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. And like, we were laughing, like, when we won the Natty and, he was showing me these TikToks that they make, and the one was like him sliding and sitting there at Oregon, and I was talking about how he changed into a different dude, like you said, after that. But like you saw it every day. Like after that game, I remember he came in the locker room after the game, and it could have been easy for him to just, get his stuff and duck out really quick. He sat in front of all of us. Like, man, this was on me. Like this was on me. He just threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then from that minute, leading forward, man, the leadership he showed and the way he drove, like that offense, man, even when guys went down, a Remington winner center went down, our left tackle goes down in that game, and the way that he was able to galvanize that front, that front and the whole offense leading forward. And even again, after we lose to the team up north, he had to do it all over again.
Right.
And then, I mean, it speaks to, the character he has, man. Like it's on another level.
Yeah. It would be pretty easy, I guess, for him to just duck out and kind of quit with the NIL money.
Oh, here we go.
What, you guys are getting fucking paid.
Here we go. Christian would have been the first $1 million FCS player.
I would have. I'm pissed that these guys were getting absolutely fucking paid last year.
Duquesne don't even pay the coaches. They're going to pay you.
He would have had a Sheets commercial.
Oh, don't start.
He would have had a Sheets commercial on.
Hey, those are nice apps.
They're nice apps.
Nice apps.
Nice apps.
That's on you.
Yeah, hey, just checking it out,
Checking what out?
Yeah, see, the apps. And all my pants fit on them, It was good.
Those are good pants.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sheets.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sheets for the commercial.
Yep.
This is a fun time, good time, great production, our crew.
Yeah.
And then again, shout out to Oliverio Auto. My dog Sal Oliverio. You missed this. Last week you were speaking at the Capitol, you missed this story. One of my boys, Sal Oliverio, I'm gonna make it brief. Hooked me up with a Tahoe, Oliverio Auto, McDonald, PA. Used the promo code Grand Slam. Basically growing up, Sal hit a Grand Slam off me. We talked about it last week. I was 13 years old. I pitched 6 innings already. My arm was dead. I fucking threw a meatball to him down the plate. He hit it.
See ya.
Yeah. And so if you go to Oliverio Auto, you need a car, go to Oliverio Auto. Tell him you came from the Christian Kuntz Podcast. Tell him you hit that Grand Slam off of Christian. I was there at Scott Park. They'll give you a free fucking car.
Going over there right now.
I swear, gas Sal up. Tell him I was at that Scott Park game. You hit that Grand Slam off of Christian. He'll be like, "What kind of car you want?" I'll give it to you.
That's great.
No, but that's a true story, and obviously, again, shout out to my boy Sal because he hooked it up.
Yeah,
he hooked it up. Let's talk about looking forward through this season. With the Steelers, we're coming off a tough loss to Seattle. Everyone's kind of, overreaction Monday, overreaction Tuesday, with Steeler fans not in the building. Like, this is the NFL, dude. It's week 2. We lost the game. Yeah, it's a shitty loss. But at the end of the day, it's the NFL. There's 15 more games.
4 seasons.
There's literally 4 seasons in the NFL. Yeah. So we got to get better. What are your thoughts on, your morale? How do you feel? Like, I know people say the rookie wall hits probably right around this time. Are you feeling any bit of that? Or because you've been national championship, combine, rookie, rookie shit, OTAs, rookie shit after camp, now season.
Yeah, I think for me, I think I probably hit my rookie wall about 4 days into camp. I mean, seriously, I'm being serious, but thankfully I hit it early. I got out of it a little bit. I got my second wind right now.
Yeah, after your sack, you got a second wind.
Yeah, second wind. Yeah, I'm right back up. No, but it's like you said, it's week 2 of the NFL, man. Like it's crazy. We got a lot of stuff that we can improve on. A lot of self-inflicted stuff too. So, I'm not worried one bit about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're 1-1 after week 2.
Yeah,
everyone's got stuff to clean up off their tape and get better at moving forward. Long season. Yeah. So I think we're in a great spot.
Yeah, everyone freaks out, but I mean, to talk about the game, I feel like we lost that game more so than they won that game.
100%.
I mean, credit to Seattle, obviously, like they
made good.
They made good plays. They did enough to win, But again, I still think like it's kind of crazy when you think about it. The NFL, and Mike McDaniel said it in his interview with the Dolphins. He's like, we lost the game. You got to learn how to not lose the game.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick used to always say, don't lose the game.
Yeah.
Where you
Let that
think
beat
like
you.
we're professionals, professional football, they should be winning the game. Like you should be using that motto when you're playing high school games.
Right.
Don't commit penalties. Don't do this. Let's not lose the game. But it's the same for the NFL. Like self-inflicted wounds. It just happens. It's crazy. But that game sucks.
Terribly. It's always terrible to lose.
Terrible. And it's just, but it is, it's in the locker room. I've talked to a couple guys that weren't with the Steelers before. They were with other organizations, and they said, after losses, like it was kind of like cool to come into the locker room and like, bro, we're pissed. Like no one's talking. Everyone's pissed in the locker room. Like guys have said from other organizations that like, I haven't felt that after, a loss when I was in this place. I'm not going to say any names, but like when I was here, I didn't feel that. Like guys really didn't give a shit. So I'm like, okay, that kind of makes me feel better. Like, okay, we got dudes in here. The whole organization, like everyone cares about what's going down on Sundays. Like our business is winning. We got to fucking win. And when we don't win, it's miserable.
I mean, realistically, when's the last time an undefeated team won the Super Bowl? If ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right?
88 Dolphins, right?
Yeah, Dolphins.
Yeah. Did they?
They did, or 79 Dolphins.
It was the Dolphins.
It was
the
Dolphins.
Yeah.
One time.
One year. One time. Yeah.
Patriots lost to the Giants when they were undefeated. Boom.
Right.
How many years has the NFL been around?
Yeah.
About 100.
100 rookie, yeah.
So,
These teams that you're facing, it's not like you're facing a high school football team.
Thank you.
You're facing a group of men that are all fighting to absolutely dominate the person in front of them because they're going to get paid for it.
Come on.
And they want their team to win. They want to look good too.
All professionals.
Yeah, it's not like it's the Steelers are the only organization or whatever your favorite team is.
It's like
It's
like when Coach Danny says we don't have any Purdue's on the schedule this year. No disrespect to Purdue, but it's not like there's no drop off and then nowhere point. You know what I mean? Like
everyone's getting
doesn't matter who
anyone can make
the
a
third
play.
string quarterback is the best quarterback most people have ever seen in their lives.
Yeah.
Like the third string
is beating the best team in college football right now.
every time.
I get the question from like my mom and my yaya, like, we're playing whoever we're playing this week. We're playing X, Y, and Z. We should definitely win this game. I'm like, every time I'm like, it's the NFL.
Yeah.
Like these guys are getting paid too. Same salary cap.
Right.
Same. They're just allocating their money a little differently in different spots, but those dudes are getting paid and they're unbelievable.
Yeah. You're watching guys figure out their roles too.
Oh, yeah.
That guys are going down with injuries. This dude steps up big. Like little pieces are coming together. It's not like it's a train wreck or anything.
Yeah.
So,
And this is a newer team, right? Like this got a new quarterback. Yeah, new quarterback, new receivers, new defense. Like a lot of big personnel, a lot of things meshing. And I still think the energy from the team and what I've heard from you is good.
Yeah.
Like there's no turmoil that's this is going to unravel in week 7 and so-and-so is going to be pissed. Like you don't hear any of that. You hear like people want to win. So of course there's going to be some growing pains throughout this early part of the season, but that also gives opportunities for yourself to step in and other guys to shine. And by the end of the year, it's like, all right, everybody's battled out here, and it's going to be the best of the best on the Steelers to, keep pushing it forward.
Yeah.
So you need these things. If it was an undefeated season and everything was just a cakewalk,
Which will never happen.
yeah, it's not realistic. And to want to release players already and fire people,
it's just like
so insane.
What the Eagles start off with? They start off with 3 losses in the first 6 weeks last.
They wanted to fire Sirianni.
They said he was an idiot. Yeah, there it's like
3 or 2.
They literally said he was an idiot.
yeah.
I love him.
I prefer it to happen now than later.
100%.
Like,
Get it out of now.
if we go, God forbid, God, don't let this happen. If we're going to lose, I'd rather be in the first half of the season to be on the back end or needs a win. So, for me personally, bro, at the end of the day, bro, it's a learning period.
Yeah.
It's the first couple of games. But I do have a question for you, man. It's you're a rookie, right? And this is all new to you. But like you said, you came from the national championship. Now we're here.
Mm-hmm.
What is the biggest thing that you've learned in this short amount of time for your career that you feel like you've actually gotten better at?
Yeah, I think for me, it's learn how to take care of your body. Because the NFL, is so much different from college, where every minute of your day is planned out and scheduled,
right?
By your coaches or by your, you know what I mean? NFL, you got, because you're a grown man now. You're, you're getting paid and you're expected to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So I think, but that's what's cool too about, the culture we have in Pittsburgh is like, man, TJ and Alex Highsmith and Nick Herbig all in my room have been phenomenal for me. You know what I mean? Like those guys have been better than I could have ever imagined, coming into this room and them taking the time to help me and, be there for me, give me little tips and tricks to help myself along the way. Cause like it was those first weeks of camp, man, it was hard. Like
I bet
you didn't know what to expect. You didn't know what to do.
And you're a rookie, like no knock against rookies, but rookies in training camp, like vets are going to get their vet days.
Right.
Like TJ's going to practice once every 2 days, like one every other day, whatever. Like who's getting those reps? Who's still doing the special teams reps?
Right.
Who's still doing the scout reps?
Getting better. Yeah.
So it's like that. Yeah, that rookie whoa, dude, is crazy.
That rookie roll hit me in 2 days. I remember sitting there and like Peyton, all of a sudden they're next to Peyton. Because in a team meeting, we were sitting next to each other and he was laughing. He was like, just wait, like in 2 weeks, you're going to hit it. And I'm sitting there like day 4, like this, just out of it. He's like, you good? I'm like, man, it hit me yesterday. Just laughing. Dude, it'll be all right, man. Just keep battling. Yeah. But I mean, they hearing these guys tell their stories about that, everyone goes through it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the rite of passage almost.
It is
in this league.
It is. Everybody goes through literally the same thing. Like, especially if you're a rookie, like I know exactly how you're feeling.
Right.
Even though I didn't have the national championship, the combine, that all that good, the NIL, all that good.
You had the Duquesne Pro Day at 6 a.m. there in the snow, right?
Coldest day in March.
Or else you might not be here. You would have been a draft pick.
You're right.
Right out there.
Thank you. That's why I like story. See that?
I mean, 3-time All-American.
Say it again one more time.
3-time All-American.
3 times.
And 33 sacks in college.
And what did you 33 and a half. And what did you what did you notice right when you came in here? All the nicks on the
man, it looks like that's a dude who likes to put his face mask on somebody. It's a hard-nosed football player.
That's a Pittsburgh football player.
That's a
right
Pittsburgh
there.
guy right there.
A Yinzer.
Right there. I mean, it took a couple hits off the concrete, but that was after I was done playing. That was more so towards the face mask area. I wanted to get that nicked up a little bit. But that was it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Now, I'm curious, though. So, obviously, you have been at the top of your class and what you do in your sport for forever, obviously. You get to the league, and then you're in a room that's loaded with linebackers.
Loaded, yep.
You've developed skills. You've developed all these things over these years. Do you find yourself, and I'm curious this for, like, all the rookies, when they get plucked into these teams and now you're like at the bottom of the totem pole essentially, like being a rookie.
Absolutely.
But are you like watching TJ or talking to Alex or Nick, and are they opening up something to you, meaning like maybe it's a new move that they implement? Is there any like revelation where you're like mind blown? Because I'm assuming you probably know all the moves, right? Like even the maybe forbidden moves or like the ones that are harder to do, right?
Yeah.
But like when you're talking with TJ, is there ever a moment where it clicks and you just go, holy shit, that opens up a whole new thing? And then how do you go about like learning from these guys?
Yeah, great question. I mean, for me, it's not like, it may not be like the whole like, whoa,
right,
type of deal, but it's more like okay, that's how you're able to do this that good. And you know what I mean? Like you've practiced this certain little technique on a move that most people would never even notice if you're just turning the tape on or watching the game on Sundays.
Like in the pull through.
I mean, it's just the little stuff, like TJ and Alex and those guys and Nick has taught me, like with the footwork when you're hitting a move.
Yeah.
How you're stepping through, what to look for, pre-snap, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, like all of that stuff. And they've been, like I said before, they've been phenomenal with helping me and wanting to help and teach me.
That's awesome.
I feel like every time I do something with them before or after practice, I'm learning something that like is just a little like, man, that makes it a lot easier. I understand that a lot better now. I know what I'm looking for now.
Yeah.
More so than I was out there just trying to freestyle a move,
Right.
And I think that's like the refined, like when they refine their tools, like Coach Tomlin talks about sharpening that sword.
Yeah.
Like
true.
You watch TJ work, man, and like Alex and those guys work, it's like
pre-practice.
It's unbelievable.
I love that.
I don't think people realize like it's a difference between, hey, when you get off the ball, your hand's up here, move it here.
Yeah.
And it changes everything.
Changes everything.
Like it's just so crazy because you don't see that on the tape to an average person that's watching it. So I just think that those things are really interesting. And then like do you go to these guys? Like when you found yourself in your personal experience, were you walking up to TJ like, hey, that move you do is crazy. How are you doing it? Or is he like, hey, you look like you have a build or a skill set that would work with this one thing I learned, or is it a little bit?
It's kind of a little bit of both.
Okay.
Like honestly, like for me, like watching him the first few days at camp, I was like,
holy shit.
I was asking him questions. He was giving me his tips.
Yeah.
And then he watched. After a couple reps of mine, he would pull me aside and like help me out on a couple of things I was doing.
Yeah,
Alex would talk to me about his signature spin and what he does.
Ice pick.
He knows that ice pick, man. He's hit everybody in the league with it, all the best guys.
Seriously.
And they know it's coming, too. That's what I was asking him. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
And just being able to hear him talk about it and see it, like, in person, like, it's unbelievable.
Who is your specific coach? Because there's not a drop-off in your room.
Denzel Martin.
I love that, bro, because, like, when you look at your group, I'm like, God, again, please don't let this happen. If anything happens to anybody in that room, there's not a drop.
Yeah, it's like the same guy.
That is beautiful to see. I think you're the only room, in my opinion, on the Steelers that there's not a super steep drop-off from your starter the whole way down to your rookie.
I think a big thing is Denzel, our OLB coach. He's phenomenal. I couldn't have asked him being drafted to a better guy to coach me. Like,
it's awesome.
Like he's
really good.
He's all for it. He's like, man, just don't, when you're out there, don't think. He's like, you'll play, we'll fix it on tape.
Yeah.
And like for a guy like me, we're like, coming from a defense where we have to like, stay in a certain gap. I'm worried about, maybe experimenting with something. Like, he's like, go. And I remember the one time during camp, I asked him, hey, if we're doing this, can I do? He's like, why the fuck are you asking me? Yeah. I was like, he's like, go play ball.
Yeah.
Like, go play. I don't want you thinking out there. And that's the best way to play. And I think that's why, like, Nick has been able to have such a great career so fast too. And like you said, there's never a drop off.
Yeah.
When you got a guy that's got your back like that and coaching like he does, it makes it a lot better too.
I think the most valued role with the players is exactly what you're talking about. TJ doesn't have to tell you this stuff. Alex doesn't. Nick doesn't. They could literally show up, do their job, and go home.
Yeah.
But when people look at, how'd this dude get this much money? Well, TJ's a coach as well, too. He's giving you coaching tips that even your other coaches can't give you. They can maybe, tell you to try it, but TJ's lived it, done it, doing it currently, and can show you in live in real time. I think it gets missed out a ton what the players do when you have a good team. It takes good men, a good team, good organization for that to happen. So that's why I think the value of Rodgers, these veterans, why are we paying this guy? He's 34 years old. First of all, not that old. Second of all, these dudes are Hall of Famers. And third of all, they're coaching you. So
absolutely.
What are we talking about?
Absolutely.
But no, I think it just gets missed, and it's cool to hear that from you.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're in a cool room, and I want to bring up somebody in that room, Herbig. He has the most views from this podcast, so I'm begging, please view this.
I know. He's holding on to that one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's holding on. So I want
my guy.
And if anyone wants to beat him, I hope it's Sawyer, because Sawyer could go in that locker room and talk shit.
I'll get him in a blender early on. I'll get him in a blender as soon as it beats him.
Got to get Ohio State on this.
It'll be 7 a.m, and Herbig will walk in, and he's instantly talking shit to Sawyer. Instantly.
And if I say one thing just to mess with him, it's and then Kuntz walks in. You go, I'm fucking more sacks than fucking our long snapper, bro. I was like, don't talk to me yet. And then, it gets him going. It's awesome. But Nick has been great too, man. He's got a special skill set, doesn't he?
Boy, he can rush.
He is
quick,
he's skilled, man.
Smart. Yeah, I thought he was gonna crib that.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna follow my block.
He was in the way, dog.
He's on my ass about trying to block. And I told him, I was like, look, I had a better view of that tip ball. I could have really went over there and picked it out from you and took it.
You should.
But instead, I stuck my foot in the ground and got vertical and tried to throw a block. And he wants to cut it back across field. He hit a mean stiff arm on.
He did hit a mean stiff arm
on the running back, though.
He did.
I want him to score that so bad.
I thought he was going to. I was so hyped. I was like, let's go.
I did think he was going to get behind you to the sideline and then follow you to the sideline as opposed to step back in, because then you had to.
This is the last time you think he has actually ran the ball down.
No. Herb, 2 years ago, Herb had a touch, or was that last year? Herb had a touchdown in Cincy, and then we had him on the pod.
Yeah.
How long was that?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I think that was like probably 20 yards.
This one was a lot long.
Yeah, this one was long. But damn.
He looked like he was moving with the ball, though. He was moving. Hit a stiff arm, hit a cut.
Yeah, he looked good.
He's an unreal athlete in general.
Herb's good.
You know what I mean?
We'll never tell him that to his face, but Herb's really good.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Was it Rodgers that said, like, all you do is speed rush to him?
Yeah,
like,
Roger, they were chirping in cap, and he would.
That's just so funny.
Herb just talks so much shit, it's great. But yeah, Roger's like, you one dimension, he was calling him or something.
No, he called him a one-trick pony.
One-trick pony, yeah.
He called him a one-trick pony and got Herb. Oh, it was hilarious.
Oh, I can imagine. That's going got to be tough. He's in the gym right now. He's like, I'm a bull rush next. Fuck that.
He's hitting someone with a long arm next practice.
Yeah.
What is the nickname of this defense? Because this defense is crazy, right? Now, I don't care what anybody thinks about what the current last 2 games. This defense is going to be the best defense by the end of the year, and I have full faith in that. Can't be the Steel Curtain. And the 2010 team was, what was theirs?
I can't remember what they called the 2010 team with Casey Hampton. Those years,
Like James Harrison.
Yeah,
I'd say it was nasty.
that defense was crazy.
I just know Tomlin was like, yeah, this is why they changed.
I don't know.
The goals.
I don't think this defense gets a name yet. You know, I'm not. You know,
Maybe.
yeah, and they would be the first ones to say it. Like they need to earn it.
Yeah, we got to earn it.
There's no more talking about it. Like, who cares who's out there? Like, it don't matter who's out there.
Yeah.
You're playing for Pittsburgh, you better play defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, one time to the camera, please.
You playing for Pittsburgh, you better play defense.
I'm curious to know what's it been like these first couple of weeks with Jalen Ramsey. What's that like? Dude looks like a spark plug out.
Yeah,
He just
he's such a good dude. Such a good dude. And he's a good dude in the locker room, man. Too. Like, you know, he helps all the younger DBs, and he'll even try to help me on certain stuff too. Like, just
I do knows football.
knows ball, cares about football, practices his ass off. Like, I've never seen a dude who's on his way to a gold jacket if he stopped right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think is cool about the whole defense. Really, like Cam and TJ, everyone who's gold jacket,
three gold jackets, 3 gold jackets guaranteed.
and the way they go about their business every day still like is cool to see for me. Like how, you know, if I want to be there one day, like, you know, these guys are still every single day. I mean, they don't stop taking care of their body. They practice their balls off.
Yeah.
That was
They go about it.
That was a great response. That's exactly that's exactly right. Like, the way they practice, even though they're so solidified in the league, like you'd think a guy like Jalen Ramsey, he don't need to practice. He literally doesn't need to practice.
Mm-hmm.
He does practice. He practices fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like he's a practice squad guy trying to make the team still. Like that. Like,
dude, like he's trying to kill people.
Yeah.
Talking shit. Yeah. Like it's awesome to see though.
And point to the, you know, it takes a season to develop these, like, as a team, as one. Just, I can only imagine what this defense is going to look like towards the end. Watching how Joey Porter Jr. continues to develop, watching how just the young guys, Sean Elliott, when he gets back, we just throw Jabril Peppers in there, no big deal. You know, it's like, just watch. I can't wait to see, like, what that continues to develop. I can't wait to see your development with TJ because, you know, there was that, seeing people talk about, TJ with this missing the sacks. He doesn't have a sack in 6 games or something. I saw the breakdown of Breece Hall's running routes. TJ's here. Every single run's this way.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's unreal.
What are we talking about?
It makes me so mad when I hear any like that just tells you that
They don't know.
they don't know football. You don't know what you're talking about. Like on my sack, he got the tackle, the tight end, the running back. I think the fullback might have chipped him on his way out too, and he still was right there when I got the sack. I thought he was
right
after
there.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was right there.
Yeah.
Talk about a motor.
Yeah, no, he got a motor.
And that's going to elevate you guys. And I'm sure you're chomping at the bit, like knowing, like, all right, they got 4 guys on him. I'm hitting this hole right here.
Right. Like I mean, when you're the best in the world, like even like the teams that come in, like Kuntz was talking about, like these guys are professionals. Like the coaches know how to.
Yeah,
They're gonna scheme against the best player in the world because if you don't, then he's gonna wreck you for 4 sacks, and you're not gonna get a pass off. So like, I mean,
there's so many schematics that are.
And it's not Madden where the left tackle or the right tackle is always going to hit TJ. The team's literally like, everybody on this side, block him. Like, it's not Madden, you know, where the guy just gets off the line and always hits TJ. Like, there are people that are like
deployed to.
That fullback's job, I'm sure his only job in the game is chip 90, like, or take him on completely.
Yeah.
So,
and people will kill him about he doesn't have a sack. He doesn't want a playoff game. Like they think that the other team's rolling out of bed saying, "All right, line up and let's let TJ Watt go 1-on-1 with that guy."
Yeah, with the tackle.
Like, no, it's fucking professional football.
yeah, he's only got 128 sacks to show for what happens when you do that.
Right.
Man, like,
Yeah, and do you not think that these teams every week have a different game plan for every single team? So Seattle's going to play a different game next week. Yeah, the Jets 100%. Played a different game the next
completely different game.
Completely different game. They could run on TJ's side now. So, you know, the team that was watching the tape from the Jets and Steelers, they're like, all right, well, the Jets ran left every single time. Well, TJ's on the right.
And philosophy is different.
Yeah, it changes every single week. So it's going to be different, you know, and it's just crazy. But TJ's literally they're coaching around TJ.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, of course.
Good
Yeah,
coaching by the others.
It is good
You
coaching.
really have to.
Yeah, if you let it'd just be coaching negligence if you let him go one-on-one.
Yeah.
Right.
Those coaches end up fired.
Oh, immediately.
And those guys that are trying to block him end up fired.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
That's that.
Yeah.
They lose their
nature of this
jobs.
business.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, Sawyer, this has been real. Boys, you got anything left for the gold dick here?
I don't even know if I want to say anything else after that.
Listen, cool name, dude. Cool
He does-
name.
Gold dick's a cool name, but also your name in general is Jack Sawyer. It's a cool name.
Yeah.
Appreciate
There's
it.
a linebacker name.
Yeah.
Appreciate Jack Sawyer.
And
Captain Jack.
is like behind his name. That like titles this Mission Impossible. Jack
It does.
Sawyer.
And you look like a Jack Sawyer, like the arm tab, like you look like a G.I. Joe character.
Yeah, he does.
Shut up.
Let's go. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, repost. Jack Gold Dick Sawyer from Columbus, Ohio. Share this podcast, make it the most viewed because Herbig, I got to hear that shit every day.
Yep.
Share it again, like it. We out.
Appreciate you guys.
Healthy again.
He's healthy.